here to explain some more things you might find in your box. There are a variety of folders. The folders might vary student to student. I'm just going to kind of go over some of what's in the folders. So if you don't see the exact folder I talk about in your student's box, it's okay. They might just not be working on the same thing. They may be a new student and we haven't started working on like the sight word curriculum. So try to get a good bit of little paper type things in there, and again we'll be sending more over the coming months. We'll try to do a monthly pickup or drop off. So everybody has a folder that's either purple or yellow, and this has our unique curriculum. So this is our alternative curriculum that we work on for reading, science. It's themed monthly. I put in our 2 stories about following the rules are on one side, and then some of our phonics and alphabet word pattern activities are on the other side. So everyone definitely has a folder like that. If your student receives OT services, or OT put together a folder. They will be doing those one-on-one therapy sessions. So some of the things, it'll be labeled. So if it's on this side, it says do these with Miss Anderson during online sessions. So if you have a side of the folder that's marked like that, please don't do those papers unless you're in that video session with Miss Anderson. On this side are more some like reusable or practice sheets. If they're dry erase, you can use the dry erase marker and the magic eraser that's in your child's caddy. So if you have OT, you'll find a folder. Might not be the same color as this one, but it'll have some activities for daily practice and then some that are reserved for when you have those OT video sessions. Depending on where your student is with reading, you might have a folder of books. So if your child is reading an adapted book, there will be these laminated bound books. If your child is doing adapted books, please plan to return them each month, and then we'll kind of rotate them through our library and get them new ones so they're not reading the same books for 4 months or 3 months, however long it is. A couple other things that might be in there. If your student is working on leveled readers that are not adapted, they might have a folder like this containing the different reading A to Z books. So these pair with the Raz Kids, which is an app that they can read on as well. So if they have a folder like this, they have their leveled readers that's on their level that they're currently at, and then it comes along with some of those worksheets that go with the book. And the TAs were awesome, put the book right in front of the worksheets it goes with. And so like this one has one worksheet, and then there's the next book. So if you do have a folder like this, I know what books you have, and be ready to pull those out if we're in like a group reading session or one of those one-to-one sessions. Also, if your student is working in our sight word reading program, so if you're in kindergarten, you probably aren't there yet, but we might get there. But if you've been doing sight words, you'll have a folder like this. It'll have our take-home readers that go with our lessons, the comprehension, and then the homework sheets that normally you would have seen come home if your student was in person. So with this book, try not to work ahead too much because it's right where your student is. We'll be working on those one-on-one sessions as far as learning the new words, and so some of the words they might know, but we don't want to do the comprehension and the reader before we've directly taught that word. So these are some of the folders. I may have missed a couple, but that's kind of the general gist of what we have in this first box. And so we'll plan to refresh things, trade out books over the coming months, and we'll work that out and build and get you more that paper type works. We'll also be having some Words Their Way workbooks coming. They're not in yet, so they might not be in your boxes yet, but we will get to those. Okay, thanks.